Car Chronicles. Yes, I am driving. That's why I call it the Car Chronicles. I just want to thank everybody for liking and commenting and subscribing to my channel. I have 1,700 subscribers. I need 300 more to hit that 2K subscribers. All right, let's get straight to it. So there have been numerous reports, and I'm just going to talk just about the Lakers and LeBron and everything else. So there have been numerous reports that Jeannie Buss and the Lakers ownership is tired of LeBron, and they've been planning to trade LeBron for years, but for some reason it always fall apart at the last minute. A lot of reports came out within the past 48 hours. There have been so many reports on what's been going on with the Lakers. First things first, it started off where there was a secret ownership meeting that happened, where ownership was pretty much talking about the future plans of how the Lakers should look 5 years from now, and who they should trade, and who should they keep, and how the salary cap is going to look by the projections they have. And it leaked out by numerous reporters on the internet saying that they are fed up with LeBron. They're ready to get rid of him, and they confirmed that this season is LeBron's last season as a Laker. Hear what I just said. This season is LeBron's last season as a Los Angeles Laker, not a NBA player, but as a Los Angeles Laker. Now, and I said this before, LeBron is not retiring this year. He's going to play 2 more years. And then since that news been leaking out, LeBron been saying a bunch of little comments, something about, using Jay-Z references where they're gonna miss him when he fade to black and all of this. Look, Jeannie Buss and Mark Walters, they've been tired of LeBron. There have been numerous reports where Jeannie Buss was talking about how she was tired of LeBron having full control of the roster decisions and all of that. I'm just gonna say this, Jeannie, you the damn owner. You the damn owner. You should have known. You should have just told LeBron from the jump, like, look, bro, we're not trading for X, Y, and Z. You either play or get the hell out. Jeannie should have said that a long time ago. And I said this, numerous videos. Lakers should have traded LeBron in 2022. Prime example. 2020, they win the championship. 2021, they get put out in the first round. 2022, I don't think they made the playoffs. And then I think they got Russell Westbrook. After that failed Russell Westbrook trade, they should have blew it up then. At that time, LeBron James was maybe 36, 37 years old. He still had a lot of value at that time. Plus, Anthony Davis still had a lot of value. And like I said this, if the Lakers would have just traded LeBron and Anthony Davis, that's six first-round draft picks in between those two. You could easily get 3 for Anthony Davis, and you can get 4 for LeBron. Seven first-round draft. Like this, you can easily get about 4 to 5 draft picks for LeBron. You can get about 3 for Anthony Davis. But the Lakers wasn't looking because they talking about championship or bust. Look, the Lakers can't even get out the second round half of the time. So, and I'm just gonna say this: I love LeBron. LeBron's one of my favorite players. He's my top 3 GOAT. I don't have one GOAT. I have 3 GOATs. I have Mike as 1, Kobe 2, Bron 3. Those are my GOATs. But when I talk about LeBron, it's a very unbiased way how I talk about LeBron. And then I'll say the same thing about Mike and same thing about Kobe. But right now we're gonna talk about LeBron. Like I said, Lakers should have got rid of LeBron. Jeannie Buss leaked out numerous things, and I think she did this on purpose because she's sending a message to LeBron that she want him out. She said she'd been frustrated with LeBron and Rich Paul about how they had so much input in the roster decisions and how they was holding the Lakers hostage. Where if they didn't do certain roster moves, they was going to leave a free agency. And then Jeannie Buss also mentioned in another report where she almost did not re-sign LeBron because she was so frustrated with him. But it took Rob Pelinka and other people around her to say, just go ahead and sign him because if he walked for free, you won't get nothing out of him. I'm sorry, Jeannie Buss, you should have let LeBron walk. Like if you was that fed up with him and your roster was looking like a hot mess, it looked like that. It looked like that hot ass mess auntie that be in the streets that's over 50. That's how much of a hot mess the Lakers rosters look. Then you should have been just let that man walk, or you should have traded him. Like if I was the Lakers owner, and I'm just gonna say this, if I was the Lakers owner, I would have told LeBron what team you want to go to. We'll trade you to any team you want. And I think LeBron deserved that right. I would have said that. I would have said, look, you pick a team and we'll get you to that team. If LeBron said I want to go to Steph, I want to go play with Steph and Draymond, cool. I'm gonna go right to the Warriors. Hey, at that this is like maybe about 2022, 2023. I would have said, give me Kaminga, Moody, Jordan Poole, 2 first-round picks. Also, give me GP2. Give me, and I bet you the Warriors would have gave all that up for LeBron. I would not ask for Clay because Clay would have left and went back to the Warriors. I would not ask for Steph. I would have asked for Kaminga, Moses Moody, Jordan Poole. You start off with them three. I would have told AD the same thing. What team you want to go to? You pick. AD might mess around, say, I want to go to New York. I would have said, all right, cool. Give me this person, this person, this person. Fine. Boom. I got the deal done. See, but the Lakers, they drag their feet. They let LeBron control. They play little mind games with them, and LeBron will do stuff like if the Lakers didn't make certain moves, he will unfollow. Well, not unfollow him, but he'll make snarky comments. He'll make passive aggressive comments about coaching. And look, if you was that frustrated, you get rid of him. Like, look at Pat Riley. And I know somebody going to say Pat Riley regretted. Yes, he did regret it. But Pat Riley had to show that I'm the head honcho of this franchise. I make all the decisions. See, I know people kept saying the chocolate chip cookie incident was the reason why LeBron left Miami. No, it wasn't the main reason. It was one of the reasons. It was not the main reason. The main reason why, prime example, there was another story that leaked. LeBron asked Pat Riley, can they trade for Jamal Crawford? Because at that time, Jamal Crawford was on an expiring deal. He was either playing for Portland or I think because he got traded from the Clippers. He was either playing for Portland or some other team. And Pat Riley said, no, we're not wasting our draft capital for Jamal Crawford. And this one, Jamal Crawford was still on fire, averaging 20 coming off the bench. And then LeBron asked Pat Riley to trade for certain other players. Pat Riley said no. That's one thing. Then LeBron asked Pat Riley, can they bring another point guard in to take some pressure off him on the ball handling situation? Pat Riley drafted Shabazz Napier, and we knew Shabazz Napier was trash. That man been in the league for 3 years, and he was out of there, and he went to go play overseas. I don't know how Pat Riley fell for that trap, but it's a bevy of things. And then the main reason why LeBron left Miami because he didn't have a lot of roster say so. Because and see if you understand the study of LeBron in the mind of LeBron, LeBron is very narcissistic in the way of how he thinks. He wants full control. Any man that's powerful is going to be a narcissist. So LeBron has a narcissistic way. He wants to control everything. And here's why a lot of narcissists act like that. Because most narcissists have been in a situation where they were helpless and they couldn't control the outcome. And once a narcissist been in that situation where they were helpless and they couldn't control the outcome, it messes with their psyche and it turns them into what a narcissist is now, a very controlling person that always wants to control the outcome. And that's why, prime example, when LeBron was in Cleveland the first time around, guess what? Dan Gilbert did not care of what requests he had of roster movement. LeBron felt helpless. He whatever roster they put in next to LeBron, he had to work with that. Then he felt helpless. So when he got to Miami and he flexed his free agency power, he realized, wait a minute, I got some type of power. And then when he went back to Cleveland, he told Dan Gilbert in his face, if you want me, you have to work with me on what roster moves to make. And he said, the first thing I need you to do is trade Deion Waiters, goofy ass, trade Andrew Wiggins, goofy ass also. So what happened? Andrew Wiggins got traded for Kevin Love. And then what happened? Deion Waiters got traded later down the road to Miami. And then they made all those roster moves. Because Dan Gilbert realized if I want to keep LeBron for at least 4 years, I got to make all these moves. So LeBron knew he had power. So that's why LeBron acts the way he acts, because the narcissistic way he has. So that's the psyche of LeBron. And that's why Genie Bus is fed up with it, because when you have two people who has large egos, they would not get along with each other. Jeannie Buss was very frustrated with LeBron and frustrated with Rich Paul. So, and it's also been reports that not she's not just frustrated with LeBron, she's also frustrated with her own brothers. She's still fighting with her own brothers about the ownership of the Lakers, and she filed a restraining order on her own brothers over the over the Lakers ownership. So it's a lot of things going on with the Lakers. But the smartest thing Jeannie Buss did was sell the team to Mark Walters. Now, for those who don't know who Mark Walters is, I said this several times before. He's the man that owned the LA Dodgers. He What he did when he got the Dodgers, he traded everybody away. After he traded every player away from the Dodgers, he rebuilt the team. Within 7 years, he won 2 World Series cups. So that shows you that Mark Walters is a winner. So what he's going to do he's already started deconstructing the Lakers. Guess what? If you notice this, the Anthony Davis trade was a planned trade that been going on for the past few years. They've been planning to trade Anthony Davis, but the problem was LeBron got in the way. That was one. That was the one that's stopping it. But what made the trade happen? Here's another thing. When Luka fell to their lap, when Nico Harrison said, "Hey, I'll give you fat ass Luka for knock-kneed, street clothes wearing ass Anthony Davis," Rob Pelinka goofy ass gonna say, "Sure, I'll take that in a heartbeat." So that's the reason why. That's the reason why the Lakers lucked up on Luka, and then they put Luka on Ozempic. Once Luka got on that Ozempic, it was on and popping this season. So that's one thing. They've been planning this the whole time. The Lakers organization been planning to deconstruct this roster. So, but the biggest mistake, they 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 did not trade LeBron when he needed to get traded. I kept saying 2022, 2023, that should have been a year you should have traded LeBron. Because at that time, LeBron did not have a no trade clause. Now he has a no trade clause. You got to do what exactly you say. But even when he didn't have a no trade clause, I would have still came up to LeBron and say, what team you want to go to? And then would have got some draft picks. Even though I would have said, okay, if you want to go to this team, I'm just going to ask for draft picks. And take all the garbage players they're going to, and I'll just say, give me all the expiring contracts, but I want your draft picks. That's it. That's how I would have did it. I would have did it like that. But it is what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about what's going on with the Lakers, and tell me about the other craziness. But this your boy, Miss TV. I'm out.